All right, on to Hurricane Helene, which is now a Category 3 storm racing towards Florida's Gulf Coast.
The message is take this seriously. I mean, we look at the cone, and the cone is the wind, but the water is what kills people.
Helene is forecast to make landfall tonight as parts of Florida's coast are already underwater and some streets have flooded in beachfront communities. The National Hurricane Center is warning of catastrophic and deadly storm surge. Life-threatening winds will reach as far as Georgia, with flooding extending into the Appalachians. And joining us now is Jon Nese, Associate Head of Undergraduate Programs in the Department of Meteorology and Atmospheric Science at Penn State University. He was also Chief Meteorologist at the Franklin Institute in Philadelphia and a storm analyst for the Weather Channel. Jon, always great to see you, my friend. I know you're following the storm very closely. Where do things stand right now?
Yeah, thanks, Tracy. Thanks for having me on. Well, the storm continues to intensify as it moves rapidly northward at about 20 miles an hour. This storm will come onshore tonight about 11 o'clock. That's when the center will cross the coast, and there will be some significant push of water toward the coast in the Florida Big Bend area.
Yeah, Jon, talk to us about that storm surge. That is really one of the biggest issues we're talking about here. And for those who don't live on coastal communities or aren't familiar with it, explain to us what storm surge is and why that can be catastrophic.
Yeah, just imagine going down to the water on a typical day and now raise the level of the water 10 to 15 feet from where it typically is. That's storm surge. It's simply the wind from the hurricane pushing the water toward the shore. And in that Big Bend area of Florida where the coastline is curved, water tends to pile up. The good news is, relatively speaking, the biggest storm surge will occur in a fairly sparsely inhabited part of the Florida coast.
Yeah, well, that's good news right there then. But that's not the only problem, right? There's going to be winds, also flooding, and also tornadoes in some areas. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, it's typical when a storm is moving northward for there to be tornadoes on its right side. So right now, much of Florida is under a tornado watch. I want to emphasize this thing is moving so fast that there will be very strong winds, probably hurricane force gusts, into southern Georgia, and that will come tonight under cover of darkness.
Yeah, and this is not going to just hit Florida. I mean, we're going to feel the effects in other states as well. I mean, I know states of emergency have already been issued in Georgia, South Carolina, even in Virginia, where I live. Talk about how big this is. This is a really far-reaching system.
Yeah, and a lot of folks don't pay heed to the inland flooding. I mean, in western North Carolina, western South Carolina, where those moist winds are going to go up into the higher elevations, they're going to be places with a foot of rain. And so you want to pay attention to your local National Weather Service and heed any warnings that come out, because inland flooding is a big killer from hurricanes.
Yeah, this is really serious stuff, definitely. Jon, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
You're welcome, Tracy.